There you see Jesus Maldonado making his way already in the ring. 9 fights under his belt as he awaits the arrival of Jarrod Tennant.
Yeah, 9 fights and only 21 years of age. Young man getting into the sport. You know, you love to see it. You love to see these guys getting some fights under their belt. No better place to do it here at Skeeter Stadium, you know. We encourage you guys to make sure to share out the pay-per-view. Let them know that there's some $30 fights. You're going to see some action here tonight, folks. Tune in. Let them know where to find it on Clear Life Media.
Yeah, spread the word. ClearLifeMedia.com, where you can only see the action that's going to be here tonight. And there you see Jarrod Tennant, 8-3, 4 KOs. He is ready for action. 38 years of age.
We'll have the height advantage, make no mistake about it.
Let's hand it over to our ring announcer. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to kick things off with our first fight of the evening as Jesus Maldonado looks to throw down with Jarrod Tennant. Jarrod Tennant.
Jarrod Tennant. It's going to be interesting to see how the smaller man works to get inside on the boxer with the winning record.
Referee Joe Rodriguez in charge of this matchup between these two fighters. And this first fight is officially underway. Fighters stand in conventional stance. Tennant with the red tape around his gloves, Maldonado with the blue. Right now, Tennant feeling Maldonado out with some of those jabs, trying to find his range.
Maldonado needs to get his back off these ropes. He's kind of living in the corner early. We'll have 3 championship fights tonight, I believe, Todd.
Spread the word to your friends and family. ClearLifeMedia.com to check out the action. Still plenty of time to check our title fights later. Maldonado backing Tennant up into the ropes. See if he can get some work in.
He's working on the inside. That's what we want to see, is the smaller fighter.
Good job of Tennant in turning the tide, getting his back off the ropes.
Feeling out process early, trying to figure out where your openings are.
Knockouts to his credit. Not rushing into things as he feels double tough, El Nino de Oro.
Tennant trying to work his jab. Trying to make a point to not let Maldonado get on the inside. Trying to keep his range, work a little bit on the outside.
Taller of the two fighters.
Right straight there, slips through the guard. Maldonado is punching his way in. Also living on the outside just a bit. I want to see him move his head and get on the inside if he can. Short right there. The inside. Maldonado's getting inside, but he's eating punishment all the way there.
Maldonado can do from here, trying to bully his way. See if he can get control of Tennant. Tennant trying to work a little bit on the inside of the body. Short range work from the two fighters.
Good combination there. Good combination there by Tennant.
Oh, nice little flurry there from Tennant to close out the last 10 seconds. Let's see who can finish stronger. And round one to a close.
Good start to the night, good start of action.
Have to give a slight edge in that round to Tennant for the control. And then that sharp double jab cross to the face to finish the round.
Absolutely. Maldonado was able to find his way inside, but not without taking punishment all the way in. You know, you might get to your goal, but when you get there, you got to make sure you're still in one piece. So round one, I agree with you completely. Slight edge to Tennant.
Maldonado predicting a TKO victory here tonight for the 21-year-old representing Davalos Boxing Gym. There we see him in the blue corner, getting some instructions from his coach. Curious to hear what adjustments his corner is telling him to make.
I'd be encouraging some head movement. Got to be encouraging some head movement because he was on the outside, but he was also getting picked apart from the outside. Got to move your head a little bit, a la Mike Tyson. Get on the inside and work the body, bring the bigger man down.
Let's see what adjustments Maldonado can make as we head into the second round of this welterweight matchup. Round two underway. Oh, good body shot there from Tennant. He looks to create some distance.
Yeah, and after a round of feeling out, I think they're throwing the leather now, Todd.
Picking up the pace just a tad there, Clay.
Yeah, short left, good short left there by Maldonado.
And it is a crisp night out here in Sugarland, Texas. Neither fighter looks like they broke a sweat yet.
That's how good a shape these athletes are in.
Oh, another double jab cross there from Tennant, finding the mark.
That's what you want to see as a longer fighter. That's that Tommy Hearns special, jab, jab, cross.
Oh my goodness, Maldonado walking right into a straight cross. Best punch of the night.
That's why you got to move your head when you're coming inside.
Maldonado with that warrior spirit just coming forward, willing to eat a shot to land one.
I'd like to see Tennant take a step back and set that right up. If Maldonado's not going to move his head, you'll have to move it for him.
And Tennant was swinging for the fences there and just missed Maldonado. I have a feeling if that connected, that would have been lights out.
And Jarrod Tennant is playing patient. He's trying to play the counter fighter. Make no mistake, he's actually dictating the pace right now. He's not getting backed up too much. Well, now he is. As I say that, but there we go, right back to the center. He's not letting this, he's determining where this fight takes place. That to me is why he's winning these rounds.
I have to agree with you, Clay. I mean, Tennant doing a good job of controlling the range. Maldonado getting pieced up when it comes to the technical work. And probably his best shot right now is to try to bully this fight and make it into an ugly, close-range fight.
Yeah, you got to get on the inside. You got to take advantage of those clinches and take advantage when you've got your man in a phone booth. Swing some short hooks. But Tennant, to his credit, is doing an excellent job keeping the fight at range, keeping it where he's the taller fighter. We have a great view of it right here as Tennant is actually wrapping up the boxing gloves, doing some good Greco-Roman wrestling, if you will. It's a big part of boxing.
Tennant just came off with a straight jab to the body. Now he's picking up the combos as Maldonado tries to answer back as we start to finish up and wrap up round number two. Nice fading away there from Tennant as we hear the 10-second clap. Both fighters looking to leave a lasting impression on this second round. Round two in the books. And once again, it's looking like another Jarrod Tennant round.
Absolutely. He is controlling the pace. He's controlling the action. I'll tell you one thing I did see from Maldonado that I liked. He threw the overhand. The overhand against the taller fighter is always a good choice because their head is in the pathway of that punch. So if he could jab in, maybe a few jabs to the body, then throw that overhand, he might land clean, might get this tide to turn a little bit for Maldonado. But I'm with you so far. Tennant definitely taking it in the first two.
2 rounds down. Who can impose whose will on the other in these final 4 rounds? Can Tennant seal the deal with a knockout? So far, doing a good job in controlling the range. Be sure to spread the word to your friends and family. ClearLifeMedia.com. Check out some of the fights. We got 3 title fights coming up here tonight.
Of course, you can also follow us, Clear Life Media, on YouTube. You know, follow us on all the social media. Let folks know where the action's happening. We're always covering it.
Round 3 underway. They meet right in the middle, ready to throw down.
Absolutely. They got the jitters out now.
Yeah, that feeling out process is done with. Right now they're looking to impose what they can on this close range work right here. Maldonado looking for, oh, there's that overhand right you were calling for, Clay.
Absolutely.
That definitely got Tennant's attention.
Yeah, and it rolls over that shoulder. Tennant's trying to hit a shoulder roll here.
Tennant looking for those counter shots as Maldonado's swinging away.
Yeah, and he's taken away a lot of his height by keeping his back up to the ropes. He was having more success when the fight was taking place here in the middle of the ring. There it is.
The story of this fight, you can see what Tennant can do from the long range and what Maldonado can let some leather fly when they get close.
Maldonado's looking loose now.
Once again, Maldonado pressing Tennant against the ropes. Tennant doing a good job in bringing it back to where he wants.
A little bit of a hesitation, stutter step. Oof.
Man, Tennant finished that combination with a stiff left straight to the face of Maldonado. That got his attention.
Yeah, absolutely. That's kind of been the story. Maldonado can get on the inside. He can do damage, but he takes a little bit more than he's giving when he gets on the inside. I'd like to see him jab his way in. I know it's tricky to jab against the longer fighter, but, you know, that's something you have to do as a boxer.
Oof. Tennant now letting him fly.
Yeah, finding his range.
Like referee Joe Rodriguez letting these fighters dictate the pace.
You
Very little interference from him.
Yeah, we didn't tune in to hear the referee. We tuned in to see some boxing.
And Tennant goes down that straight left to the body.
Yeah, and that will pay dividends. That will wear out the inside fighter.
Maldonado making an adjustment there.
Yeah, a little bit of a sell. Oof, another low body shot.
Wow. Man, Tennant has really put them together nicely in round number 3 here.
Yeah, he has found his target. What's going to happen when you get hit in the body? Those hands start to slip down.
He's starting to feel the tide turn as Tennant just let him fly. Ten-second clap. Let's see what happens. Oh, finishing with a hard right uppercut for Tennant.
Yeah, absolutely. Definitely a round for Tennant there. You know, we talked about the overhand working bigger on the taller fighters. Uppercut does the same thing for the shorter fighter. The head is right in the pathway of that uppercut. Just something to think about, especially as Tennant had success with it there at the tail end of that round.
There we see a shot. Well, we were seeing a shot of Jarrod Tennant from the red corner. That was really the round, Clay, where I really feel that feels comfortable, just start to let them fly. He got to feel the best that Maldonado had to offer and still able to take it and walk through it. So now he's just going to open up and just start taking some risks.
Yeah, no doubt. And Maldonado's looking to slow. Those body shots are working away on the breadbasket, sapping some of that cardio, sapping some of that fire and machismo of the young man. And now we're going to get to see if he walks into some of these straight punches that Tennant has been setting up all night.
Jarrod Tennant representing Main Street Boxing Gym. Round 4 underway. Have to wonder. Tennant lets those hands fly like he did towards the end in the last minute of round 3. Could this be a short night?
Maldonado's throwing hard hooks, but they're all hitting glove.
Maldonado trying to overwhelm Tennant. Yeah. Tennant, veteran fighter, able to stay composed.
Oof. That one connects. I guess, Todd, if you throw 12 hooks, at least 3 of them will hit.
That seems to be Maldonado's last-ditch effort right now. Try to overwhelm Tennant, out hustling him with volume punches, bullying him against the ropes. Tennant will not be denied, though.
Absolutely. You hear the corner of Maldonado saying, rapido, rapido, fast, fast, fast.
Oh my goodness. Tennant there with a straight cross, snapping the head back of Maldonado.
Oh, man.
Now Tennant seeing his openings.
That's the problem when you go fast. You might get into a wreck, young man. My goodness. Tennant has his range now.
And Tennant can feel it. He smells blood.
I would not be dropping my hands if I was Maldonado. You're right in the crossfires.
Now Tennant putting that 5'9" frame to work. He controls that outside. Looking to land another big shot. Big straight right there.
It's just that classic shoulder roll. You roll the shoulder back to set up your straight. Bang, there it is again.
And now fading out, gets locked up into the ropes. Finishes with a big combo. Now he presses Maldonado against the ropes. Can he finish it? Maldonado now answers back. Tennant's got to be careful.
Yeah, Maldonado is getting hit, but I don't know if he's close to going out. He's still swinging.
Maldonado still alive. The old saying goes, this ain't over till it's over.
Yeah, no doubt, especially when you got someone like Maldonado who has shown all fight long that he is content to get in and swing and throw power punches.
Unorthodox shot there from Maldonado.
Just a hooking overhand.
And round 4 thus far has been the best round of the fight. Both fighters opening up. Both fighters eating some shots. I think Maldonado's been the worst of the wear here.
And no doubt.
But he continues pressing forward. And just walked right into a vicious straight cross there from Tennant.
And you cannot take away from the toughness of Maldonado.
Wow.
He definitely lost that round, but his head was snapped here right in front of us, Todd. We could see it about 3-4 feet away from us, and he's stuck in there. My goodness.
Maldonado is a warrior, man. I mean, he just ate that shot and kept coming forward. Was the one finishing strong with the punches at the end of the round. Nonetheless, still a Jarrod Tennant round. It's been a shutout thus far in my unofficial scorecard. How about you, Clay?
Yeah, I feel the exact same way. Tennant has controlled the pace. He's dictated where the fight is taking place. And when Maldonado has managed to get to the inside, he did not do it without taking some serious punishment and damage on the way in. So for me, it's all Tennant so far, but we've seen Maldonado land some shots. It's been an exciting fight, back and forth. It's one-sided back and forth at the same time. So I'm very curious to see what's going to happen here as we come into the 5th round.
Round 5 of a scheduled 6, Clay. And man, this is the deep waters. And man, both fighters have been just taking a hell of a lot of shots here tonight.
We were actually talking about before the fights that you really enjoy the 6-round fights. It's just long enough for everybody to stay fresh and keep throwing, and we're seeing that here early.
Tennant not taking as many as Maldonado, but man, he's walked through some tough strikes. I'm impressed with both fighters' beard here tonight.
Yeah, no doubt. This is a man's sport right now, folks. My goodness, swinging for the fence. You saw Maldonado almost nod in agreement, saying, yeah, we're fighting, let's go. As he continues to just walk through shots. Oh, my goodness.
Beautiful body shot there from Tennant. Tennant, the more technical of the two fighters, taking on a very dangerous opponent in Maldonado.
Oh.
And good finish there with a bit low. Finish off with that left hook.
Yeah, it's almost like he hooks off of his jab fairly well. He jabs, and then as Maldonado thinks he's on the clear because he ate the jab, the hook comes right off the end of it.
And then going low, going high, mixing his punches up.
There it is. Once he finds his range, Tennant has been able to piece apart Maldonado all night long.
I have to wonder, was Jarrod Tennant asking himself, what's it going to take to stop Jesus Maldonado? It's like the Terminator just keeps coming forward.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's the thing about, Mexican boxing has a history of just developing tougher fighters than almost anywhere else in the world, and we're seeing it here in Skeeter Stadium. My goodness, or Constellation Stadium, home of the Skeeters.
That Aztec warrior spirit.
Oof,
oh, my goodness. That warrior spirit made famous Mexican fighters. Julio Cesar Chavez. So many.
Absolutely.
History of, just a rich history of Mexican warriors that have came before him.
No doubt. Roberto Duran, one of my all-time favorites. You love to see it. You love to see it. The history continues on.
Roberto Duran, the Panamanian fighter. Yes, Hispanic, but
Hispanic, yes. Sorry. You excuse my Alabama heritage is showing.
It's all right, brother. Hey, man, we're here in Houston. At Constellation Field, man. You see a lot of mixes there, so.
Yeah, excuse me. I will take the L on that one. You see, this round's been much more the same. It's just piecing up with the jab. Tennant has his range. He's stepping back. And Todd, I would like to see him maybe step off at an angle instead of going straight back to the ropes, because that's where Maldonado's had the most success.
Good observation there that when Tennant does fade back, he doesn't cut his angle, just goes straight backwards.
Yeah.
Round 5 in the books, and I'm actually surprised with just the leather that these two have been throwing, that we're going to be seeing a 6th and final round, Clay.
Yeah, no doubt. I expect Maldonado to come out swinging in this last round. It's been kind of his MO the whole time. In my personal opinion, I think he's lost almost every round, but he has not faded. That's the thing to note. So we'll see what happens here, coming up in the 6th round. Look for Tennant to maybe keep the pace, but if Maldonado can get him back against the ropes, I think he's got a puncher's chance here in the 6th round.
And if you're Jesus Maldonado's as coaches, you're telling them, swing for the fences, leave it all out there, because, you're down. There's the only way that you can win is through KO, so.
At least from our unexpert judging opinion, I guess.
Is the stage set for just a dramatic comeback? We shall see. You have to imagine Jarrod Tennant's coach is telling him just to stay smart in this round. Don't have to take any unnecessary risks.
Yeah, no doubt about it.
6th and final round, ladies and gentlemen.
And if I'm Maldonado, I want to be right here. This is where I want this fight to happen, where my puncher's chance can, have a chance.
As expected, Maldonado coming forward, starting as strong as he can. There's no quit in this young man.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Walking through these jabs.
A solid shot there to Tennant. We saw the head snap back.
Yeah. Maldonado's done decent work on the inside, but so has Tennant. That's where the fight's been the most even, I think. It's when Tennant gets here. When he's at range, he can piece apart, he can turn him. You see the way he just used his glove there to pivot out Maldonado, and he's shifting back and forth. He's comfortable at this range.
Oh, once again, Tennant now.
At this range, it is a losing battle for Maldonado. He has to get inside and throw those big hooks, throw those overhands.
Tennant putting in the work. Just target practice at this point.
Yeah, and Tennant's found his comfort. He's found his range again.
Right there. 1-2 from Tennant. Sorry to interrupt.
Oh, don't apologize to me. We're both getting paid for it.
And you can see the fatigue on both fighters right now. They're in phenomenal shape. But, man, you fight as hard as these two have. You're going to get at least a little bit tired.
Yeah, no doubt about it, especially eating these body shots. Ooh, good right hand.
Maldonado now getting Tennant's attention.
Yeah, trying to walk inside and just throw straight punches now.
Just letting him know, can't get careless this late in the fight. A fighter like Maldonado is dangerous at all times.
Absolutely. We did just see Tennant take a breath. But Maldonado's swinging with his head down now. I think the fatigue is set in for both men. Things are getting a little bit sloppy. Some of that power starting to go. If I'm Tennant, I circle out to the middle of the ring right now, and I try to piece up. Oof, my goodness.
Short time left in this fight. Oh, man. Leaping left hook there from Maldonado. I don't think it landed flush, though.
Yeah, I think it caught right on the edge of that glove. And both fighters, make no mistake, both guys are tired, but they're still putting it all on the line for you here tonight, folks. Oof.
That's a heck of a way to kick off our fight card here tonight at Next Fight Up. As we hear the 10-second clap. Final seconds of this matchup. And Jesus Maldonado, Jarrod Tennant go the distance here tonight. Heck of a performance from both fighters. Pretty easy fight to score on our unofficial scorecard.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think that was all Tennant. You know, credit to Maldonado. I don't think he took any 10-8 rounds from him or anything. He was, you know, Maldonado stayed in the fight the whole time. He was always pressing forward, always trying to get an advantage. But there's no doubt Tennant was the craftier fighter. He fought better at range. He kept the fight where he wanted it a little bit more often. In my mind, it's all Tennant.
I'd have to agree with you there, Clay. As the referee tallied up the judges' scores. We got 8 more fights to go, ladies and gentlemen, topped off with 3 title fights. We also have Ahmad Lewis taking on Rafael Iboki later on here tonight in our co-main events.
It's going to be a really fun night of fights here. Beautiful night here for boxing.
We're going to hand it over to our ring announcer here shortly. As we make this a bout official. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to hand it over to our ring announcer, and here we go. And Jarrod Tennant improves to 9-3 here tonight. Appropriate score, 60-54 out of 2 out of the 3 judges, 59-53. So
that's about the way we saw it too, Todd. I think everyone's kind of in agreement. You know, take nothing away from Maldonado. The young man had all the fire, all the heart to stick in there, and you know he went the distance. You know, he pulled a Rocky, but ultimately, you know, Tennant comes away with a well-earned victory. His craft was just a little bit more refined here tonight.